the whole nighttime routine felt like a lot. Things always take just a little bit longer when Zach is not here. I find myself getting really stressed and frustrated at that time of day. Hello and good afternoon. It is late afternoon at the time of starting this video, which is funny for me because normally it starts in the morning, but today I'm taking you through our night routine. Zach has been gone all day today. He'll be home for supper, but then he's gone again for the evening, which happens quite frequently. I would say about once or twice a week I find myself doing nighttime routines solo, which used to feel really overwhelming for me. I remember in the beginning of motherhood, like when I even just had 2 kids, the whole nighttime routine felt like a lot. And especially when I had a younger baby and a toddler and older children who often have separate bedtimes. Over the years we found a rhythm and I've realized it doesn't need to be as complicated as I once made it out to be. That's why I'm filming today's video, is for all of the moms who feel really overwhelmed by the whole nighttime routine, especially doing it solo. I'm here to tell you it's not so bad, and I'm here to share our routine and how we make that happen. Of course, our night routine isn't the same every night. We're really not very strict on bedtimes and the events that happen in a certain order, in a certain way. We have a rhythm and we have a way that things usually happen, but it's not always the same. We have found a more laid-back approach was really what best suits our family. Our kids have a usual bedtime on evenings that we're at home, but we have no problem having them up until like 9 or 10, sometimes even 11 o'clock at night. On evenings that we're out visiting. So it varies, but tonight is a night at home. Tonight we're doing it solo. I'm gonna put timestamps in here so you have an idea of how things usually work. Obviously there's a lot of noise going on around me. There's a lot happening right now. The kids are in cleanup time. So it is 3:30, which is usually about the time that we transition from the afternoon's activities and into the evening's activities. My favorite way to transition from one thing to the next is with a cleanup, and this is the biggest cleanup of the day. The kids each have their separate areas that they clean each time. They know what to do, so they're taking care of their parts, which means that I need to take care of my part. I also have a certain chore that I like to do each day. I've got a whole cleaning system, and if you're curious what that is and how that works for our family, I can leave a video link down below where I explained all of that. Today is Tuesday, which means that today is vacuum day. So I'm gonna go around and tidy up the areas that my kids are not responsible for, and then I'm going to give the house a good vacuum before moving on to supper. Once cleanup time is done, I transition into making supper. I like to try and start this process usually around 4 o'clock. It's currently 4:30, things took a little bit longer than I was hoping for. Ideally, I like to have supper on the table around 5 o'clock. Usually it doesn't happen. It's usually closer to 5:30, sometimes even 6 o'clock. But like I said, we don't have a strict schedule. Supper looks different every night. Sometimes I make a slow cooker meal and then it's ready sooner. Sometimes I like to just spend more time cooking. Tonight we are doing chicken fingers, rice, and I think we'll do some steamed green beans. While I'm doing this stuff, my kids are around. Sometimes they're helping me. Tonight they don't want to help me tonight. They want to color and do their own thing, so that is what they are doing. I always like to try and keep an open door. Like if they want to come help me, they are always welcome to. Today, they are busy. This time of year, it gets dark before supper, and I'm not gonna lie, as soon as it gets dark, all I want to do is snuggle up in my bed. I want to say a huge thank you to Birch Living for sponsoring today's video. They have extended their Cyber Monday sale, so click the link in the description to check that out. About 6 months ago, we upgraded our mattress to a Birch Living mattress after we discovered that many mattresses are made with fiberglass flame retardants and polyurethane foams. Fun fact, these foams can cause harmful off-gassing that can be detrimental to your health. Instead, Birch mattresses are made with responsibly sourced materials such as organic cotton, organic wool, and 100% natural latex. I can rest easy knowing that I am sleeping on something that is sourced straight from nature and it will not do me any harm. Not only that, but it's extremely comfortable. So we have a Birch Luxe natural mattress, which is a premium upgrade from the Birch natural mattress because of its plush Euro top. Zach and I have both noticed an improved quality of sleep, and he has told me that his back pain has completely disappeared since making the switch. With your Birch mattress, you get a 100-night sleep trial and 25-year warranty, and they will deliver it straight to your door for free if you live in the US. They even offer an in-home removal of your old mattress and installation of your new one to make the whole process as painless as possible. As an added bonus, each Birch mattress also comes with 2 EcoRest pillows made with recycled materials that are both breathable and better for the environment. I love my Birch mattress, and I think you will too. If you are looking for a new bed, check out Birch Living. They are currently having their extended Cyber Monday sale, so now is the perfect time to upgrade your sleep with 20% off a Birch mattress, plus 2 free EcoRest pillows. Visit birchliving.com/slepkeyslife to find out more about this limited time offer. Again, thank you Birch for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the routine. It is nearly 6 o'clock by the time we're eating. The kids are going crazy. It is the time of day where they just have so much energy. We're gonna sit down and we're going to enjoy this meal. The hour before supper is probably the hardest hour of my day, and it's not because I don't enjoy cooking. I love making supper, I love cooking for my family, but it's that hour where everyone's out of sorts. Like the kids just have this wild energy, everybody's hangry, there's a lot of noise and overstimulation happening, and I find myself getting really stressed and frustrated at that time of day. And then we sit down and we have our dinner, and it's really, really nice to just sit down as a family, reset, I don't want you to find myself crashing after supper and struggling to find the energy to clean things up. But we're going to persevere. We're going to clean this up. The kids are happily coloring right now. They're playing. They're quiet. Zach is gone again, and I have a kitchen to clean. So I'm going to try and just focus, get it done, so that we can move on with the rest of our evening. Things always take just a little bit longer when Zach is not here because obviously I'm doing all the cleanup on my own. So it is currently 7 o'clock and the kitchen is officially closed for the night. So that feels really good. One less thing to worry about. But while I was doing that, the playroom became a disaster once again. So I think what we're gonna do is take 5 or 10 minutes and do like a group cleanup time. This is not gonna take long if we do it all together, and we don't always do this. It doesn't bother me too much that the playroom is messy because it's obviously been used and loved, but it is nice to go to bed with a clean home. So I think we will take like 5 or 10 minutes just to give this a little clean. There is never a dull moment with children in the house. Why are there pumpkins in my bed?
I don't know.
You don't know. Around 7 o'clock, 7:30 is usually when Annie goes to bed. She is 15 months old, so she has an earlier bedtime than the older kids. And this is the part where I got really nervous doing the whole solo bedtime routine because I didn't know how to entertain my older kids while putting the youngest to bed. And so I often resorted to TV or screens. But since we've gone mostly screen-free, this hasn't been an issue for us. The oldest 3 will read books, or they'll color, or they'll play Lego, or really whatever activity they're involved with at that time. They'll just continue doing it. They know that I'm in the other room and I'm putting Annie to bed. Sometimes there are interruptions, and that's just how it goes. Annie, being the 4th child, is used to this. I remember with my first child being so very strict on the bedtime routine. I literally wrote down on a sticky note the order in which the bedtime routine needed to happen and for how long each category needed to happen for. I've obviously loosened up a whole lot since then, and Annie is used to this. Like, she's used to the interruptions, she's used to the noise, which is actually quite nice because it doesn't bother her. She doesn't wake up as easily to sounds or noises around her. And we've learned to keep the bedtime routine short, simple, sweet. I'll just put her in her pajamas, I'll read a book to her, I'll nurse her, and I'll put her in her bed, and she's content and happy. I'll walk away, and that's it. The whole thing takes less than 10 minutes, and it's really simple and easy. Then I like to spend some quality time with the older kids. What we do varies from day to day. In summertime, we can obviously go outside, like in our backyard, and we can play, we can do stuff. But in wintertime, it gets obviously dark a lot sooner, and it's very cold outside. We do things like read books. Today we did a puzzle. Sometimes we'll do a board game. Sometimes we'll just sit and color or hang out. Then their bedtime is usually around 8 o'clock. When I am doing this solo though, things just take longer. So today's bedtime was more like 8:30. And then they offered to play with my hair. As soon as we're like wrapping up our book for the night and we're saying bedtime prayers, and they're asking if they can play with my hair because they know I will never refuse that. I will always say yes because that is the best feeling in the world. I would pay to have somebody play with my hair. Like, it's amazing. So it's like therapy for me. I will always say yes. And then it's really fun because they play with my hair. I get to relax and enjoy it. And then we get to enjoy a little bit of extra bonding time. So it is now 9 o'clock. They are tucked into their beds for the night, and I am going to whip up a quick batch of sourdough English muffin dough so that I can sit overnight and I can make it in the morning for breakfast tomorrow. And then I'm gonna go get ready for bed myself. I'm gonna wash my face and brush my teeth and put my jammies on. I'm gonna climb into bed. Usually this is the time when I do my work. Being a work from home mom, I have to use every spare opportunity I have. Often that looks like an hour here and there in the afternoon, and then after the kids go to bed at night, sometimes really early in the morning. But I usually end up doing that in my bed when I do it at nighttime because it's cozy. I'm not gonna stay up too late tonight because I do like to wake up earlier in the morning. I try to go to sleep around 10 or 10:30, and that is the end of my night routine. I think a lot of what has eased my anxiety toward solo nighttime routines and stuff like that is just realizing that it doesn't have to be complex. I don't have to make it this big extravagant thing. I've learned to simplify bedtime routines. Like with the big kids, it's just a matter of brushing their teeth, having them use the washroom. They can put their pajamas on themselves, like they can do a lot themselves. We just gather, we read a book, we chat a little bit, we pray, and then it's off to bed. And then also realizing that because I am doing, you know, the cleanup and everything on my own, it's just gonna take a little bit longer. And so sometimes bedtime ends up being later. And that's okay. Simplifying things has made it so much easier. That is where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Birch, for sponsoring today's video, and I will see you in my next one.